What is it that you guys like to do? What sort of tips would you give each other for trying to ensure that your programs are indeed reaching the audience or reaching the outcomes you're hoping for them to reach? One thing that I used to like to do when I was back in corporate America, I used to keep a steering committee going. And that steering committee used to have managers, end users, business leaders in it to sort of sense check what we were doing. Tiger teams. JD, what tiger teams? What are tiger teams?
That's kind of what they call it here. So we'll get a group of influencing individuals together and just talk about what objectives do we want? What do we want to look at? Where is this training going and why are we doing it? That needs analysis with people who can understand where we want to go with it and then tie it back to some type of organizational directives, mission, vision, values, that type of thing, or even performance competencies. It helps me because I just started here, so I'm still trying to get my arms around the culture and the organization and things like that, my boundaries, where I can go, what I can say, where I can, say it and things like that. So they help a lot.
I think if we just have a conversation, because you don't know what's going to pop up in the middle of a conversation where you're like, ooh, I didn't know that was an issue. Oh, okay. I've learned something new today.
For Postcourse survey, because we use SurveyMonkey, I create the QR code and I put the QR code at the very end of the course. So on the last page, our company is very data focused. So I kind of tie into the culture that we're an evidence-based company and we need evidence on our training. You can be part of our evidence. If you like the training, let us know. If you don't like the training, let us know. This is your chance to be part of our evidence-based culture. I definitely increased the amount of people giving feedback on a mandatory information security course. Everybody has a mobile phone and people seem to really like taking surveys on mobile phones. Like they just love it. Now I'm building that into all custom courses. Even though this was a mandatory compliance course, we still want to hear what you have to say about it because I don't want to put bad learning out there.
I think the words matter. And the fact that you said that we are an evidence-based company and the information you're providing me with is evidence-based data, I think that says something. So the way that you phrased that, I think it's very important. The way that you phrased it to the public, I think that was spot on. JD put here, do your surveys allow for anonymous responses?
I have actually trained most of the people in our department and in other departments how to ensure that SurveyMonkey is actually anonymous. I really believe in anonymous surveys.
Pointing that out to survey takers is critical. It's also critical that we identify the difference between confidential and anonymous so they know exactly how that data is going to be used.